All right, getting ready for our main event of the evening. We got Mr. Rich Calero, one of our team captains here at Cleveland Arm Wrestling, currently ranked number 1 in our 198 to super heavyweight division. So you're going up against a very tough and young opponent, Keegan Yost. I know his time's going to come eventually, Rich. You don't want that to be today, though, right?
Absolutely, Kevin. I'm ready. I'm well rested. I know Keegan's been doing really well. I've been watching him. We've all been watching him get better. We welcomed him to our team, and it's a pleasure to see him grow and go out and win competitions. So it's fun to be able to test ourselves here today. And within our internal ranking systems, I know he's going to try to take my number 1 ranking spot left-handed.
I know he wants it.
I'm going to try to hold him back a little bit. I'm well rested. I wish him luck. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to this match. I think this is one of the most anticipated matches amongst our club members, number 1 versus number 3. Let's see how this goes. All right, here with the other half of our main event of the evening, Keegan Yost. And as I talked with Rich earlier, we all know that you have the potential to one day be at the top of the rankings. Rich doesn't want that day to be today. What is your strategy coming into the match to try to knock off the number 1 guy here at Cleveland Arm Wrestling?
Well, look, first of all, Rich is definitely a formidable opponent. He's very strong, and he deserves a lot of credit for my development recently in the sport, more than he actually knows, I think. So no matter who wins, he definitely deserves a lot of the credit. I'm just basically going to go with the obvious. I'm going to try a top roll. I have a longer lever. I have other things I can pull out of my pocket, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, this is one of the most anticipated matches amongst our club. Number 1 versus number 3. Keegan, I wish you the best of luck. Everyone watching at home, this is about to be a banger, so stay tuned. All right, Clint, I don't know if you're excited as I am for this. Our main event of the evening, we have Rich Calero, number 1, versus Keegan Yost, number 3. This is a left-handed match in the 198 to heavyweight division. What do you think is going to happen today, Clint?
I'm going to give the edge to Rich because Keegan's new, but Keegan is hungry, so nothing will surprise me.
I agree. I think Keegan has a strategy here. He has the taller lever, possibly a stronger hand. He's going to try to use that top roll. But you know Rich, he's been around for a long time. He's very savvy at this game. We're going to see what's going to happen in about 30 seconds.
I would expect Rich to have the upper hand just because he's done this longer, and he is our team captain. So that says something about it, I think.
Yeah, I agree. And with that being said, you can feel the anticipation right now. Both guys. Hey, pretty even slip there. Nobody looked like they had extreme control. We're going to go to the straps.
Yeah, it looks like Keegan may have been a little bit higher, so let's see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, even if you're as strong as Rich, going up against somebody the size of Keegan, his frame, his lever, his hand size makes things totally more difficult for you.
100%.
So
100%.
I'm kind of interested to see how this is going to go in the straps. Rich usually likes the straps. I think he favors it. So this might play into Rich's favor. We're going to find out.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We're about to go.
Your main event here at Cleveland Arm Wrestling, number 1, Rich Calero versus number 3, Keegan Yost.
A lot of pressure. Keegan's pulling a lot of back pressure here. Rich is ready to go. It looks like he's ready to go.
Here we go. Stop in the middle of the table.
Stop. Huge elbow there.
We got an elbow foul on Rich Calero. That looked pretty even, Clint.
Yep, and Robbie saw it, and he called that foul right away. He was off the pad. It's looking good. It's looking like a match.
Yeah, and with this being a higher level match, number 1 versus number 3, these elbow fouls are going to be called a little more strict than usual.
Yep, I agree totally. A lot of pressure. The guys are getting ready. They're gauging. Oh, and we got a hit by Keegan.
Wow. Keegan won the hit there. Got Rich off center onto the B side. Way too hard for Rich to come back from. Once you get on that B side of the table, you know, it's not easy to come back from that position.
Right, and this thing isn't over by a long shot, but let's see what happens. it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, so Keegan Yost is your 2026 national champion for under 21 years old. Rich Calero, he's been in the sport since 2000, so he's been around a long time. I expect Rich to make an adjustment here and start making this, a little bit more of a match.
Yeah, Rich lost that one in the setup. There's no doubt about it that first time around. We'll see if he adjusts.
Nope, keep that elbow back. Keep that elbow back. Right there. Nope, that's too far.
And Rob's setting the arms, getting them all steady. Looks like we're about to go.
Rich tries to go inside. He stops the match. Keegan pulling through those fingers, but Rich has very good containment.
Yeah, right now we're in a stalemate. Looks like this thing is going to go the distance.
Wow. I was surprised Rich went inside there. He stopped the match, but Keegan just kept pulling back on those fingers, eventually got Rich opened up, and he got the pin.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking like he wants that number one spot on the left. So we'll see if he can finish it out and take care of Rich 3-0. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Let's see what Keegan does here.
Yeah, I'm not going to count Rich out. Rich has been in this position many, many times. If he can end up getting a win here, make this a 2-1 game, then it's anybody's ball game at that point.
Yeah, definitely.
So it looks like they agreed to go to the straps.
I want to see Rich get up high, get up towards the middle, and try and flash him right here. That's what I want to see.
And it looks like that's what Rich is doing. He's posted up super high, pulling back into Keegan's fingers.
Ready, go!
And here we go.
Looks like Rich won the hit that time, but Keegan stops him center table, starts surging his way to the offensive position. Rich is kind of just holding, hoping to wear Keegan out.
And this would be a spot for Rich to just sit there and drain him because it's going to make Keegan weaker being on that bottom side.
For sure. So right now, it's Rich's arm endurance versus Keegan's containment. Who's going to give out first? That's the question.
Oh, I don't know. A second ago, it looked. Rich is getting tougher for Keegan to move. There's no doubt about that. But at some point, Rich has to add some offense of his own.
For sure. This is a crazy match, ladies and gentlemen. Number 1, Rich Calero versus number 3, Keegan Yost. They are center table, and they are in a war right now.
Yeah, it's just. Robbie's going to have to just.
Wow. Beautiful transition from that containment to a shoulder roll press. I don't think Rich saw that coming. And when you're opened up like that, the press can be your kryptonite. What do you think of that match, Clint?
I think that there was a questionable elbow type deal towards the end, but even a perfect ref is not going to catch everything. But I think looking at that elbow and the rerun is going to be enough for Rich to say, okay, I wasn't too far out of this.
For sure. And what I think we had there was the elbow was still within the confines of the pad, which keeps that a legal position. So even if he was trying to pin him and he came up, that would still be a legal position for Keegan. So let's get a word with Keegan. Let's see what he has to say. Super impressive win from him today.
Yeah, definitely. And it doesn't matter how much you know. I didn't know about the elbow until you said that. So that's good to see.
Yeah.
That means Robbie's doing a good job.
Absolutely. Let's have a word with Keegan.
Okay.
Keegan Yost, super impressive victory today. You pulled it out, man. You beat the number 1 guy here at Cleveland Arm Wrestling. You defeated Rich Calero 3-0. You are now number 1 ranked at Cleveland Arm Wrestling. How do you feel right now?
I mean, I feel really great. I mean, Rich gave me a crazy battle, especially there in the end. He got a little bit of a climb on me, and then it just became a game of endurance because my arm's still longer. So, yeah, crazy exciting. Love the thrill of the sport.
Well, just because you're number 1, don't mean things get easier from here. We still have number 2, Jason Robinette. We have Marcus Rankus up here. We got Big Dave Peterson. He'll be up, towards you in the rankings here shortly. So a lot of impressive matches coming up here at Cleveland Arm Wrestling. I'm looking forward to a bunch of them. Keegan Yost, congratulations. Number 1 left-handed heavyweight here at Cleveland Arm Wrestling. Nice job today.